Josh Mank for Lion Athletics here with head coach Jason Burton after the Lions win 69-64 in Wichita Falls over Midwestern State. A hard-fought game, back and forth, leads for both sides. What's your overall impressions on that contest?
It's always tough to win on the road. That's a good ball club, and you know, anytime you come here, it's always been tough for us. And you know, they just came off a win over Texas women, so they had a lot of confidence coming in the game. And we've kind of battled some flu and things here and there, and I thought people stepped up and played really well on the road, and we needed people like, you know, Courtney Field's contribution today. I think that's probably in the Lone Star Conference play her season high in minutes, and she came in and played really well. Panina came off the bench and played fantastic, and then we had some starters that have been contributed all year continue to step up, and it was a good team effort on the road to get a win.
Lions only shoot 34.8% to the Mustangs 50%, but a couple of stats that jump out at me: 37-33 edge on the boards. That's only +4, but 22 of those are offensive boards. Convert those into 17 second chance points. Great night on the offensive glass for the Lions.
Yeah, we did a good job of creating extra possessions for ourselves, and when you don't shoot the ball well, you got to find a way to get more possessions. And the two things we did was we hit the offensive glass, and then we took care of the ball. We took care of the ball, but we forced them into some turnovers. I think we had 12 turnovers for the game, and they had 24. So we found ways to get us extra possessions throughout the game, and that's the reason why we won the game.
Out of those 24 Mustang turnovers, 16 were Lion steals, and that turned into 23 points off of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought in the first half that we didn't do a great job of pressuring the ball and making them feel uncomfortable, and I thought in the second half we did a much better job, and then we did a great job of taking care of the ball. We came in at the first media timeout and had, I think, 3 turnovers in the first 5 minutes, and then we only had 3 more for the rest of the half. So we did a good job of really taking care of the ball throughout the game, and so, you know, those two things right there really were the reason why we won. I thought, you know, early on in the game, some fouls didn't go our way, and we didn't keep our poise. And in the second or third quarter, you know, we get a flagrant foul. Brianna Wise gets her 5th foul, fouls out the game, and it took that right there to get our team to refocus and realize we got to calm down and really just keep our heads on the road. And because it's been a while, we went on that long stretch where we were on the road, and then we got home and had 4 games at home, and now we're back on the road. And we got to realize it's not easy to win on the road. We got to keep our heads, and we bounced back, and we're able to do that.
Speaking of bouncing back, a solid night all around. 7 boards for 3 players: Jenna Price, Kayla Riley, and Courtney Fields. But Kayla Riley once again just filling up the box score: 11 points, 7 boards, 5 assists, and 5 steals in 37 minutes.
Impressive. I continue to say that she's up for MVP of the league, and if people don't see that, then they're not paying close attention, because she's in every statistical category, and she's in the top, pretty much the top 10 in everything. If not, I mean, she was number 1, tied for first in assists. She's up there in steals. She's up there in scoring. She's rebounding the basketball. She's doing it all for our team, and the thing she's also doing is she's leading. She's talking. She's making sure our players are upbeat. She's making sure in practice our team is doing what they need to do and staying focused on the right things. And we need that down the stretch. It's the first time all year that we've been able to win 4 games in a row. And to be able to finish the way we want to finish, we're going to have to put together a string of wins. And that includes 1 more game on the road before we get home and get a nice little 5-game home stretch again. So her leadership has been outstanding. And I thought Taze, as a junior leader that's been here for 3 years, has been outstanding as well. And didn't have the first half that we wanted her to have, got in foul trouble, but definitely did a good job in the second half of bouncing back and finishing the game strong for us.
Those 4 straight wins. Lions now 13-5 overall, 7-3 in the Lone Star Conference, alone in 3rd place after Tarleton got beat by Cameron today. That's a good win for that Cameron team going into against the Lions. It's going to be a good game on Saturday.
It's a really good Cameron team, and they're really good at home. And that's the thing. It's a scary team because they really score the ball. And the thing that I'm confident, though, is that we've, you know, the last couple of games we've really been playing some defense, and you know, we'll find a way to rest tomorrow and be able to walk through some things, but get our legs back. And I think if we get our legs back, we'll be able to guard, because we're going to need to. They're scoring the ball almost 80 points a game right there, and can really fill it up at home. And so they're battling to try to finish in that top half of conference, and if not, you know, higher than that. And so I think first-year head coach over there is doing a great job, and they'll be confident at home.
All right, well, the Lions once again win 69-64 over Midwestern State, moved to 7-3 in the conference, alone in 3rd place. Lions at Cameron, 2 o'clock. 8-3. They didn't change it. Well, I'm looking at the sheet. 8-3 in the conference. Sorry about that, everyone at home. Lion Athletics will have all the post-game coverage, pre-game coverage for the Cameron game. That's 2 o'clock Saturday in Lawton, Oklahoma. For Lion Athletics, I'm Josh Mank with head coach Jason Burton.